What is going on, y'all? We back with another episode, and today I just wanted to tell you, you have the power. You have the power to fulfill whatever you envision. Whatever you see for your future, for you, your family, your community, it's already there. Because you have the power. Now my question is, and I ask this to you, and I ask this to myself. I have to continuously ask myself this, to reevaluate, to revamp, to reboost. What are you doing with your powers? Are you using them? Are you using your powers in the right way? You know, it can, nowadays, I think it might be easier for an individual to get distracted, to get derailed off track. But at the end of the day, we still have the power to do any and everything that we want to do. And so with this power that you have, with the dreams that you have, because you know, there's a lot of us out here that has big dreams, yo. You know, you got dreams of really making a change out here. And I don't know why this is the case, but we talk ourselves out of everything. We might can blame it on the people that we hang around, blame it on this person, but at the end of the day, you know, going back to, you know, when we was a kid and they say, you know, when you get the pointing, you got 4 fingers pointing right back at you. What are you doing? So with this power that you have, if you feel like lately you've been off track, off balance, you feel like you've been running in a circle, I ask you just to revisit your whys. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing what you're doing? You might be doing it for somebody. You might be doing it for a group of people. You might be doing it because you grew up without a father and you want to help other young boys in the community. I'm doing this because I want to help entrepreneurs, and especially want to help people who've been in foster care or who's in foster care. I want to help those kids because I know how it was being in foster care. And a lot of kids in foster care, they don't have what I have. They don't have a life that I have. Some of them ain't even alive. So we really got to be grateful for where we at in life. I'm pretty sure everybody in this life still isn't where they want to be at. Because once we set a goal, once we start driving on this road of fulfilling our purpose, and we start checking off goals in life and moving forward in life, wherever you're at, you still gonna be looking ahead and be like, dang, I'm trying to get there. So we gotta be grateful for where we at in life, and we gotta be grateful for the power that we possess, and realizing that this is a power, and I have more control over my life, and I have more control over my future. And once you accept that, get serious, yo. You have these visions, these dreams. You know that you're powerful. You feel it. And if you don't 100% feel it, listen, we all have days where we are doubtful. We all have days where we want to quit. But the strong, mentally, you have to continue to fight every day to keep moving one little step at a time. So once you realize that you have these powers, you need to get serious. Get serious about your dreams, yo. You said this is what you can see yourself doing, right? And this is another thing that I really want to say. Stop saying you want to be. You want to be something. You want to become something. If you feel in your heart that you are destined to do what you're doing right now, that's what you are. Don't say, I'm going to be an artist. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to be a businesswoman or a businessman. That's what you are. You are an entrepreneur, an artist, a businesswoman, a businessman. Now, it's different to say, I'm going to be one of the top rappers in history in 20 years. That's different. That's a goal, right? But what's the difference between a successful entrepreneur and a non-successful entrepreneur? You're both entrepreneurs. One just got more money than the other, right? So take hold of this power that you got, and then get serious, man. Get serious about your life. We are all on a journey. And I know one thing for me for sure. And I promise you, I'm still practicing this, because I used to be so impatient. I don't think I'm as bad as I used to be. And I'm still working on it. But we got to realize that we can't just expect to get to 0 to 10 in 2 steps. We can't even expect to get to 0 to 10 in 10 steps, because sometimes people will see a reward, but it took you 10 times the effort to even get that one little reward that you see. People don't see that you had to take 10,000 steps, and you was about to cross the finish line. Then something happened in life. You took 5,000 steps back. So now you got to take another 5,000 steps forward. That's 15,000 steps that you had to make. 10 up, 5 back. That's 15 right there. And you still ain't at the finish line. So when you get serious, remind yourself, like this Life is a journey. Life is a game. And whatever you commit yourself to, whatever you ground yourself in, and you say, you know what, God, life, whatever speaks to you, I am on this path for a reason. It's speaking to my personal being, it's speaking to my spirit, and I know I have to do something with my power to create some type of effect in this world. I have to be doing something. So when you get serious, I'm not saying, oh, I'm about to go do this shit. No, I'm saying you writing down goals. Because with goals, now you saying, okay, this is the real deal. Goals is when you start putting numbers on things that you can start to measure. Okay, I'm getting serious. This year, I'm going to do this. This year, by the end of this year, this is going to be complete. Okay, next 12 months, I need to be doing this. I need to be doing this a certain amount of time every month to make sure. Get serious, man. Because you said this is your dream. You said that you have a power. You believe this. So now it's time to put in the work, the groundwork. We're not cutting corners no more. Don't do that to yourself. You know what your worth is. You know what your powers will contribute. So stop settling, stop cutting corners. Because, this is one thing that I realized. It can be so hard to envision what God could have in store for us. We can see it. But then we have to live with the reality of where we at right now until we get up to that point. And I think this plays an effect with patience as well. But we got to realize that the reason why we're not at where we need to be at is because there's something that we still got to learn. There's something that I didn't get. There's something that I didn't tap into. There's something that I might have learned or read or researched, but it didn't sit with me. Like how they say, there's a difference between hearing something and listening. You might have heard it, but you didn't listen to it. You owe it to yourself, man. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, we all have a story. We all have trials and tribulations, mental shit that we gotta fight through every day. And just like the next person, we all have a power. But what are you gonna do with it? Let's start getting to work. Let's start moving. Let's start planning, setting goals, finding a strategic way to do things. Because the thing is, if you ever get stuck or you feel like you're going in a circle, it's because maybe you're not grounded. The list of goals are for you. Is like a brick pathway. You might veer off to the left, you might veer off to the right, but you have that stone that you wrote and said, no matter what, I'm going to accomplish this. So you always have a neutral ground to stand back on. But without that list, you going left, right, and you going in circles, and you feel like you can't get yourself out because you got to get focused, man. We not about to keep saying my New Year's resolution. Oh, I'm going to do this, and that this year. No, write that shit down and if you serious, write that shit down. Put it up on your wall. Put it up on your mirror. You said this is you. You said this is serious. You said that God put you here on a mission. And what you doing? You said you committed, but you giving 50%. We got to start moving at 120. You might be giving 80, but 80 still ain't enough sometimes. You got to give 120. Because no one live on this world forever. Be patient and stay rooted in your belief in what your spirit is telling you. And I promise you, things will start coming, right? When you start checking off these goals and building yourself. See, we say we want these things, but in order to check off these things, to obtain these things, we have to build ourselves to do that. I gotta watch, when I work, every day when I work, I have to listen to a personal development audio while I'm working. To get me hyped, to get me amped, to push me through, because motivation will not be there every day. Your brain gonna get tired. Your body gonna get tired. But you I gotta give 120, because if I don't, and this list don't get checked off, I'm like, damn, I could have done more. Damn, I'm sitting here with regrets now, because I know I could have did this and I chose not to. Stay grounded. And I promise you, opportunities will start opening up to you. And they'll start coming in, right? But see, when these opportunities come in, when you say, I want this in my future, when you speak, you're manifesting it, right? How you think is how you speak, and how you speak is how you move, right? So when you manifest what you want to do, you're going to start getting opportunities knocking at your door. You said you want this? Okay. This is the thing. Will you be ready for it? Don't set yourself up, and when the opportunity gets there, you can't fall through. Execute, prepare yourself, develop yourself. Because one day, when you walk into a room, see, you said, I have the power I got power. I'm something. I can help somebody. I got the power. So you want to be that person when you step into a room, that when people look at you, you're an asset and not a liability. You can't be asking for opportunities, praying for opportunities, and hoping that it'll just show up. Opportunities show up when you're working, grinding, and reinvesting in yourself, developing yourself personally. Use your power to be an asset, not only just to you in your life, for you, be an asset for other people. Because nobody wants to be a liability. Come on. The time is now. Now or never. Stop procrastinating. Stop talking yourself out of doing the things that get you closer to what you envision, what you daydream about, what you see in your head. Nobody can see what you see. Stop selling yourself short. Why would you do that? I'm just asking you, please, be responsible for this power that's embedded in you. Because I can remind you all day that you have a power, but I can't use your power. Only you can. I hope you enjoyed this podcast today. I just had something to say. I just had this thing on my mind. Just use that power that you have. It's such a bright light. Use it. If you don't know me by now, my name is Jasmine Dow. I'm just a girl from South Carolina who's trying to do her part in the world for my community. If you don't follow us, please follow us on social media. I'll leave the descriptions down below. If you like what you heard, if you would like to hear more, let me know in the comments. Leave some topic suggestions you might want to hear about. Please subscribe too. Hit that notification button so you can be the first person to see our next podcast. We drop every week. I appreciate you for coming on, and I appreciate you for listening. Because I ain't gonna lie, I when I first started this podcast, I was like, I'm gonna make sure my shows are short. And I don't go that long. I don't think I've had a podcast over 30 minutes yet. But I was thinking even shorter. But sometimes I get on here and I get hype and excited and I just feel like I gotta give it to you. So if you stay listening, I really appreciate you. Much love. I hope everybody out there reach their full potential or at least try to tap into it. Tap into that thing, y'all. Tap into it, y'all. Until next time.